How many of you belong to science?
Sir, I belong to the Department of Computer Sciences, sir.
Fine. Okay. So it's very interesting to meet the heterogeneous group. Good afternoon to everyone. Say good afternoon to all.
Good
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Just to cheer you up after having your lunch, I will be sharing my views on the making of the Indian Constitution. Since I came to know from the learned participant, people from science faculty are also among the participants. For them, I don't think they are not having the knowledge on the making of the Indian Constitution. But from political science perspective, we go in detail. But for the science faculty, they go by the tenets of the Constitution of India. I want from the participants, particularly with regard to the science faculty, to share their knowledge on the Indian Constitution. Can anyone? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah. I want particularly the science faculty to speak on the making of the Constitution of India. Yes, please. No one want to say something on the Constitution making? Please.
Sir, it came into effect in the year 1950 on January 26th.
Okay. I want you to tell something about the making of the Constitution, not with regard to the adoption of the Constitution. How was the journey performed? Who were the stalwarts to make our living comfortable? Yeah, Aradhana? You raised your hand. You want to say something?
Hello.
Yeah,
The
please.
main pillar of Indian Constitution is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, sir.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the main pillar of the Indian Constitution. Okay. Okay, then what was his contribution, particularly with regard to women in the Indian Constitution? Rather me giving the lecture, I want you to intervene in the making of the Constitution of India as a teacher.
Because of Constitution, sir, we are living happily in our country. It
Okay.
gives so many things, sir.
So because of Constitution, we are all living happily. Fine. Anything else apart from living happily?
Because of this constitution, sir, actually our India is in democratic rule.
Yeah. Yes, Dr. Baswarajeshwari, you're from? You're from science?
Yes, sir. I am from botany, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's like the plants,
Yes, sir.
the seed has started to yield the results. Okay, friends, I don't want to take much of your time. Let me start with the making of the Constitution when the first meeting was started on December 9, 1946. For the first time in the history of the Constitution making, December 9, 1946 stand as the starting point for the making of the Constitution. Do you know the journey that we performed from December 9th, 1946 to November
26.
wonderful, November 26th of
1949.
49.
1949.
yes. So we have taken 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days.
80 days.
Yeah, please. How many days? 2
2
years,
years,
11 months,
11 months, 18 days.
18 days.
and
18
but I am
days.
saying it is 17 days. Why?
Okay.
Can anyone help me in this? Can anyone help me on how my figure and your figure is different? Anyone? It is quite natural that 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days, as I said. But one of my participants is telling that it is 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. For this, the figure which I gave is not my figure. The figure which I gave is not my figure. It was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar who said in the Constituent Assembly during the last day of the deliberations. He said that we have taken 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days to draft the Constitution. And the Constituent Assembly has taken 11 meetings during this period. So there were 11 meetings. And out of these 11 meetings, 6 meetings were taken to adopt the objective resolution, fundamental rights, the union, reports, the provincial constitution, minorities and scheduled areas. So altogether, out of 11 meetings, the 6 meetings were taken to discuss the issues which I said. Out of the 11 meetings, 165 days, the members sat in the Constituent Assembly, and in the 165 days, they took 114 days to review the draft constitution, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 were entirely devoted to the review of the draft constitution. So the point which I would like to make here is the making of the constitution was very, very democratic, serious, and it had the healthy debates on the issues, and it was because of this laborious work, as one of our participants said, that we are keeping happy life. Now let us look into the other aspect of the constitution. We all know that the entire burden lies with the drafting committee. And its chairman was Dr. Ambedkar, who was elected as the chairman of the drafting committee on August 29, 1947. So this drafting committee has taken 141 days to draft the constitution. 160 and this draft constitution had a total of 243 articles and 13 schedules. I would like to draw your inference how the draft constitution prepared by the drafting committee of 243 articles and 13 schedules, when it went to the Constituent Assembly, which it took 165 days, there 395 articles. The draft constitution prepared by the drafting committee had 243 articles. You can derive the inference that the Constituent Assembly had taken the democratic debate to make the Constitution of India a living document. And you imagine the amendments moved. The amendments moved to the draft constitution was 7,635 amendments. 7,635 amendments. Out of the 7,635 article amendments, 2,473 amendments were actually moved. Imagine, for 386 articles, 7,635 amendments were made, and out of them, 2,473 amendments were moved, were placed for discussion. So with this background, I would like to have how the amendments, discussions, and the draft constitution made the structure of the constitution. As I said, it is a living and speaking document. It means to say that it directs and guides the system of governance and the life of the individual. Therefore, it is called as a living document. The basic structure of the Constitution is its ideals, principles, spirit, and philosophy. We know the Constitution has given the supremacy what is that supremacy and where does this supremacy lies? Can anyone answer these two questions? What is the supremacy and where does the supremacy lies according to the Constitution? Yes, please. Sunil Kumar. Where can you find the supremacy of the Constitution?
Sir, in its preamble.
In its preamble. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What does the preamble say? Somashekar. Yeah.
Mirror of the Constitution.
It's a mirror
of the Constitution.
I am asking you, in that mirror, what supremacy you are noticing?
Is it more importance given to the people, sir?
One people.
Yeah.
So it is, you
the
mean to say
importance
that
of the
it is the
Constitution.
supremacy of the people?
Yes. Like the Constitution is for the people. Like it starts with the word "we, the people of India."
Wonderful, wonderful. Why we have used the phrase "we, the people of India"?
It treats everyone equally.
It treats everyone equally.
Yeah.
Of course. Apart from this,
Yeah.
I'm not audible, Panappa.
It's a democratic country, as we are in a democratic country.
Who gave you authority to use "we, the people"? There were 299 members. And who gave them the authority to use "we, the people"?
maybe all the committee members agreed together.
I don't want maybe probability.
Oh.
You're all teachers. You not put it in abstract way. Hello? Yeah, please.
Sir,
If someone wants to speak in Kannada also, they are welcome.
yeah, sir, when we say this, we the people of India in the
Hmm.
preamble,
Hmm.
it comes from the people themselves.
Hmm. But there were only 299 members. How can you say that?
No, because they are elected, the representative by the in the Constituent Assembly,
You could
right?
have used on behalf of the people of India. We, the representatives of the Constituent Assembly. Why they used we, the people? This question was debated in the Constituent Assembly. Who gave you the authority to use we, the people? Some members, they raised the question, why? Why you are using we, the people? What was the answer?
People are the supreme leaders.
You can say people are the supreme. Smita?
Sir,
Yeah.
I have no answers.
You have no answers.
No,
Why?
I don't know.
You don't want to be the part of this debate? Yes. When the question was taken up, who gave you the authority to use we, the people? The chairman of the drafting committee was his responsibility to justify that why they have used we, the people. The first written constitution of the world, the American Constitution. The phrases of the American Constitution is, we the people of United States of America. When was it? When was American Constitution was drafted? And who were their founding fathers of the world's first written constitution? Konappa?
Sir, somewhere in the 1700s.
Somewhere in 70 years.
I'm not exactly sure with the.
You are from
years.
which? You are from which?
Commerce department. Commerce department.
Thank you. Thank you. At least you came near to that. Fine. What about others? There are no from political science or law?
1787, sir.
1787.
87.
Manjunath, you are from which department?
Kannada, sir.
Kannada. From where?
Mangalore, Uppinangadi College. First grade college, Uppinangadi.
Uppinangadi College. Very good. Very good. Very good. We should know the history of the written constitution. The Philadelphia Convention, as Manjunath has said, and this convention was to enact the written constitution for America. When they used the phrases of we the people of United States of America, Thomas Jefferson, the founding father, Thomas Madison, Washington, when they wanted to make the American people to be supreme. From 1787 to till date, the Constitution belongs to the ages. I hope, Panappa, you are getting the point.
Yes, sir.
Someone was sitting in place of you. Hmm? See, the constitutional forefathers, they have dreamt of making people's supremacy in order to make each generation to be the products of the Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar said in the Constituent Assembly, there is nothing wrong in using we the people. Because we are enacting the Constitution for the people. And we have created 3 types of supremacies: parliamentary supremacy, judicial supremacy, and constitutional supremacy. Friends, this is the noble scheme of our Constitution. We have parliamentary supremacy, we have judicial supremacy, and we have constitutional supremacy. This is the structure that we have built to make the Constitution workable. What is the idea behind these 3 important supremacies? Harish? Manjunath? You can say in Kannada also. What is the idea of making these 3 supremacies? Please, I want responses from the participants. I know post-lunch session is a challenging session. From 10:30, you have been in front of your device. And I want you to make constitutionalism as your device. To keep all the citizens of the nation safe, secure, and happy. Please make an attempt. Why this 3 supremacy prevail in the Constitution? Manjunath?
According to this supremacy, Parliament is the supreme law making.
No doubt. I don't have any iota on that. But my question is different. Why this 3 supremacy prevails? What is the rationality of this?
Maybe to prevent abuse of power, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Shakin Raj?
Sir. Yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
Yes, you are from which discipline?
Commerce department, sir.
Wonderful. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. That is the sole intention, not to keep the authority to anyone to act arbitrarily. We have empowered each institutions to work on its own limitations. We have not given our liberty to any institutions to jeopardize. If that is sensed, the three supremacy will speak one against other. And ultimately, it is the people's supremacy, which the word we the people stands for. I hope you all got my point. Yeah, please. If you disagree, say yes, sir, I'm disagreeing with this because of this reason which I have in my mind. No one can dispute this. Basurajeshwari? So I'm making very clear that when we have used the term we the people, it means to say that it is our responsibility. It is our bounded duty. It's our moral obligation. When we say we the people, it means to say that it is the duty of all to imbibe the spirit of the Constitution. So, one participant was talking about the preamble of the Constitution. It is the mirror. It is the synopsis of the Constitution. It is the goal of the Constitution. It is the objective of the Constitution. It is the lifeblood of the Constitution. We have made India a republic. What is republic? What is republic? Few days back, we celebrated the 76th Republic Day. I hope you all participated in that.
Union of States, sir. Republic means.
Republic means Union of?
Union of States.
Union of States. What's your name, gentlemen?
Manjunath.
Manjunath. You're from?
I'm from BM Shetty First Grade College, sir, Kodamur.
What is your
Department of Commerce.
Commerce.
Yes, sir.
So because we have union and state, so therefore it is republic. Okay. Anyone to add to Manjunath's?
ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳಿಂದ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಪಡೆದು ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ಇಚ್ಛೆಗನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಆಡಳಿತ ನಡೆಸೋದು.
ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ಇಚ್ಛೆಗಾಗಿ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ವಾ? ಹತ್ತಿರದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಬ್ರು ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ಗಳು ಹತ್ತಿರದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Sir, the head of the state is elected by the people and work according to the constitution is called as
head of the state.
Republic. Elected. It's not by any hierarchical.
Okay. So I got three. Yeah, anyone, please?
Which is ruled by the representative of a citizen.
Representative of a citizen. See, we have celebrated 76th Republic Day. But we fail to understand the meaning of republic. We know we have federal system, we have elected representatives, we have the head of the state as president. Because of all this, we say that we are republic. Republic is not new to India. You agree with this or not? Please talk. Please talk.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How? If it is yes, why you are saying yes? How you are going to justify that it is not new? Prakash?
ಹಲೋ ಹಾ ಹೇಳಿ.
Even ಹಿಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಜಾರಿ ಇತ್ತು ಸರ್, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ನ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಜಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು?
ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ,
ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲಿ?
ಹಲೋ
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಕಳಿಂಗ ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಕಳಿಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯ ಇತ್ತಾ? ಅಶೋಕ ಕಳಿಂಗ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಶೋಕ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ಆದ. ಅಹಿಂಸೆ.
ಬೇಡ ಬೇಡ
ಹೇಳಿ. ಹಲೋ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್? Manjunath came very near to the answer. When he said that Kalinga, he is trying to say something very near to the meaning of republic. In ancient India, we experienced the republican culture. We had tasted the republican rule. We had Malava Republic. We had Lichavi Republic. What is this republics? Plato has written a book called Republic, Res Publica. Republic is people's rule. People's rule. There are some texts which says that if the elected representatives is directly or indirectly elected, that is republic. Friends, we should know that republic means it is people's rule. It is the rule of the groups. So for us, we brought back republic. We brought back the republican culture through the constitution. And when we say republic, what type of republic that we have enacted? We have enacted sovereign democratic republic. Ramesh Pawar, what type of republic that we have enacted?
ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ಸರ್.
ಸಂಸದೀಯ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಕಡೆ ಜಾರಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬಂದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ. ಸಾವರಿನ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರೆಟಿಕ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಂಸದೀಯ. ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು? ನಾವು ಸಾವರಿನ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರೆಟಿಕ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್. ಏನ್ ಹಿಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾವರಿನ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರೆಟಿಕ್ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್? ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು? ರಮೇಶ್ ಪವರ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು?
GFGC ಇಂಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಇಂಡಿ ಏನ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವು?
ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಭಾರತದ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯ ಅಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಎಚ್ಚೆತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಎಚ್ಚರ ತಪ್ಪು
ವೇದ ಅಂತ ವೇದ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಸಭಾ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಿತಿ ಅಂತ.
ಸಭಾ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಿತಿ ಅದು ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಗಧ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಅಂತ.
ಆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಮಗಧ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಳವ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯ ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ವು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಭಾ ಸಮಿತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರಾಧಾನ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಜನರು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನಗಳನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವು ಅಂತ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಮೂಲಕ ಪುನಃ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. I hope it is clear. We have brought back the Republican culture and we have enacted the Republic, sovereign democratic republic. Friends, when I say this, I have something to say. That is, the first article of our Constitution. It says, India is a union of states. India is a union of states. Why it says that India is a union of states? Why it could have directly said India, a federal nation. Why it says India is a union of states? Umesh NH? Umesh is not there. Ramesh?
India is created with the union of a number of states, but each state has its own individual rules and regulations, which were ruled by the kings. So entirely it was brought under one, we can say an umbrella, like one umbrella. That's why it is called a union of states.
Okay. Anything to add? Manjunath? Aradhana? Whether they are there or they have switched off it. So you have the liberty.
Sir, in India, in different states, we are used to talk in different languages. We have different types of customs, traditions, etc. So we call it as
Union. Instead of making it federal, we are comfortable with the union. See, it is very interesting. The purpose of calling India as a union of states has a wider meaning. It is not a confederation. It is not an agreement. It's a union. If it is a confederation, if it is an agreement, things would have been different. We say India, that is Bharat, is a union of states. Thereby, we have created the strong center. Why we have created the strong center? We have federalism, but our federalism is different from that of America. Because as some of you have said, we have different language, we have different culture, we have different history, whether it's political. So therefore, we have called India as Union of States, making the government of India or the central government powerful. So when we make the central government powerful, we have made the federal features to be operative in the centrifugal force. What are the federal features? Aradhana? What are the federal features? ಒಕ್ಕೂಟ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳೇನು? Manjunath, Ramesh.
No one is supreme, sir. The power is divided. No one is supreme over here. Power is divided.
No, I say that the government of India is supreme.
But
You're
still
from
it is.
You're from which place?
Kodagu, sir.
Kodagu, Ponnappa.
Yes, sir.
We have made it very clear in the constitution. Suppose if there is a clash between the central law and the state law, which law prevails? It is the central law. How can I say that you're supreme?
Like the power is not at all like I can just give one example, sir.
Please.
Sir, NEP was implemented by the central government. Now we have SEP, which is being implemented by the state government. Whatever it finds.
Why it is implemented by the state government?
They found NEP not
comes under concurrent.
It comes in the concurrent list.
See, that is the reason why I asked you, what are the features of federalism? 3 important features. Number 1,
citizenship.
Division of powers.
Yes, sir.
Number 2, Supreme Court. Number 3, it is written constitution. These are the 3 important features of federalism. We satisfy these 3 features. Therefore, we say that India is a federal country. Powers are divided between the central and the state through the constitution. And the relationships are also clearly maintained through the constitution. We have 3 types of relationship. What are those? Cheluraj? What are the?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Sir, Kendra Patti, Rajya Patti, ಮತ್ತು ಸಮವರ್ತಿ ಪಟ್ಟಿ, sir.
ನಾನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು?
Sir.
ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಿದ್ರಿ? ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಸಂವಿಧಾನಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರವಾಗಿವೆ. ಅವು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ. ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಭಾಗದ ಸಂಬಂಧವೇ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಖರವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ದು ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಚೆಲುವರಾಜು?
ಸರ್, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತಿಹಾಸಕಾರರು. ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಈಗ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಈಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, 3 ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಫೆಡರಲಿಸಂ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್, legislative relations. Alva?
Yes, sir.
When we are talking about the federalism, we should be very clear in terms of the relationship between the center and the state.
Thank you, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಚೆಲುವರಾಜು?
ಸರ್, ತಲಕಾಡು ಸರ್, GHDC.
ತಲಕಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಈಗ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈಗ?
ಸರ್, ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೀವಿ ಸರ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗ್ದಾಯ್ತಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್. ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಷನ್ 1 ಸೆಷನ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಸರ್.
ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ನಡೆಯೋ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿವೆ. ಹುಡುಗರು ಪಾಠನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಚೆಲುವರಾಜು?
ಸಾರಿ ಸರ್.
ಇರ್ಲಿ no, it's take it easy.
Sir, one more thing I want to add, sir, for federal system. Citizen, sir. Citizenship, one of the key future of the federalism.
Citizenship ಏನಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ.
Yes, sir.
ನಿಮ್ದಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
Yes, sir.
ಪೌರತ್ವ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ.
Yes, sir.
ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So what I'm trying to focus here is, we have created the structure, the political structure in such a way that the Union of India, with its own federal principles, should work to ensure justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. So this is the objective of the Constitution, wherein each government should work to make its citizens to enjoy the objectives of the preamble. Now let me move on to a very important area, that is the fundamental rights. The fundamental rights. How many fundamental rights we have?
6, sir.
Huh? How many fundamental rights we have today? We have 6.
6.
But in 1950, we had 7. What was that right?
ಆಸ್ತಿ ಹಕ್ಕು ಆಸ್ತಿ ಹಕ್ಕು
ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಹಕ್ಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ತೆಗೆದಾಕಿದ್ರು? Why that right was removed?
ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬನ ಕೈಲಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತವಾಗಿ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಸರ್.
ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕೃತ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತನ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ.
ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಶೇಖರಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಹೇಳಿ ರಮೇಶ್.
ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ನಿಯಮಗಳನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಅವರು ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನು ಚಲಾಯಿಸಬಾರದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ
ಇರ್ಬೋದು,
ಯಾಕೆ ತೆಗೆದು ಅಂತ? What Panappa?
To bring a balance
between
the rich and poor.
But to bring a balance between rich and poor. No. The word compensation. The word compensation gave the government more problem. Because we know when we want to perform the public activities, when we want to expand our developmental activities, if right to property is made a fundamental right, you can't take away the property. Alva? Huh? So therefore, even if you have the right to take away the property based on the argument that the ownership ultimately lies with the state, but the quantum of compensation to be given is a difficult task. Therefore, from fundamental rights, we removed right to property, but we have never removed right to property from the Constitution. Keep that in mind. Shivanand, where we have kept right to property? Commerce ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. Commerce ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? No one from commerce? Panappa?
Article 300, yes, sir.
Yeah. We have taken from fundamental rights to Article 300A. I hope you're all following the debate. Yes. And here I have a question. When we take up right to equality as a first right from Article 14 to 18, why not right to freedom? Why the Constitution forefathers made right to equality as the first fundamental right instead of making right to freedom? I want every participants to participate. That is the reason why we call them as participants. There are only few who are active in participation. What about the others?
So, during the time when Constitution was enacted or established, there was a lot of inequality in the country, sir. Like poor were treated like there was so many laws like untouchability. There are so many laws which were not at all good. So, in order to abolish all those things and bring equality in the country, so right to equality was implemented first. I feel, sir, that's my point of view.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. So our objective was to establish equality because we are living in an unequal society. And that too, we are living in a graded inequality. Therefore, our constitutional forefathers wanted to establish right to equality. Have we established it?
So maximum possible extent, sir.
We are making all the participants to interact with the resource person. It is a provision, but how many of them are equally participating? That is the question we have. So that indicates how equality, the principle, works. What, Panappa?
Yes, sir.
But our constitutional forefathers had a vision. They had a vision and they had the conviction that our people will work for that. They believed us. They believed as electorate. They believed as participants in the public institutions, as representatives of the people, would create equality. Therefore, the very purpose of fundamental rights is to create equality, followed by freedom. So first of all, we should be very clear in terms of equality and freedom. What is freedom, Basurajeshwari madam? So in this class, you're free to talk to me. I have given the freedom to you. Is this a freedom? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
You're free only when you can make your freedom not to create the hurdles to other. Then what is equality? Are all the participants equal? Yes, they are equal as teachers to participate. Is this a equality? It's an equal opportunity. And given that opportunity, how best you are going to use that opportunity in terms of equality. In terms of equality here in this session is how best you interact, how best you question, how best you derive the knowledge. See, the term Article 14 uses equal protection of law and equality before law. We're all equal before law, and law gives you protection. See the essence of this. And what does Article 15 says? Equal opportunity. What does Article 16 says? Equal opportunity in public services. And what does Article 17 says? Shakin Raj?
ಅಸ್ಪೃಶ್ಯತೆ ನಿಷೇಧ ಸರ್.
ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Articles Indian Constitution abolish about untouchability, sir.
Yeah. Through
Article
that,
70.
by using Article 17, what are the acts that we have enacted in the Parliament?
Abolition of untouchability, then punishment for enforcing untouchability.
Yeah, atrocity.
Protection of fundamental rights.
Yes, yes, fine. Then what is exploitation? Right against exploitation. Who exploits you? Master exploits the students. Owner exploits the servants. What is the exploitation that in the Constitution we have defined? Right against exploitation. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ರಮೇಶ್ ಪವಾರ್ ಅವರ?
ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಸರ್, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಸಾಧಿಸುವವರೆಗೆ ಈ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಅಸಮಾನತೆ ಹೋಗಲಾಡಿಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಅಸಮಾನತೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಶೋಷಣೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಸಮಾನತೆ ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಶೋಷಣೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ ವಾದ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನನಗೆ. ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್
ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಸಬಲರಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ಈ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್. ಇದು ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅಳಿತಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಸರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ ಜಾತಿಯ ಲೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಬಲರಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದೇ ತರ ಅಸಮಾನರಾಗಿನೇ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಈ ಪ್ರಬಲ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? Constitution
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್,
Constitution has given you the way.
ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರಬಾರದಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡೇ ಅರ್ಥ. ಒಂದು, ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು.
ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಾದಷ್ಟು
ನೋಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಅಸಹಾಯಕರಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಮೂಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೀವಿ ಸರ್.
ಜನ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ.
ನಾನು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಸರ್ ಆತರ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದವರಿಗೆ
ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಯಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಷ್ಟೇ. ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ವಿಮೆನ್ and
weaker section of the society.
Forced labor.
Yeah.
Employment in children.
ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು
Trafficking
ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್
human beings.
ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಅಬಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಯಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತ. ಹೌ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ನಮ್ದೀಗ ಈ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರೈಟಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
Exactly, sir. It is a fundamental right, Article 21.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದನ್ನ?
It is in 2002. Article 21 is added in.
sir.
Why we added?
2009, sir.
ಯಾಕೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ರೀ.
Sir, the young children were exploited without giving education.
ವಾಟ್ ಪನ್ನಪ್ಪ?
ಈ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಸರ್. ಆ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಟಿಲ್ 14 years ಫ್ರೀ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಹ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ.
Directive principles of state policies.
ಯಾರೋ ನಿಮ್ಮನಿ ಸತೀಶ್ ಅಂತನಾ?
ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಸತೀಶ್?
ಸರ್ ಗದಗ್ ಸರ್.
ಗದಗ. ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಮ್ಮದು?
ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಸೆಡ್
ಮಕ್ಕಳು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಸರ್. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತು, ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರೈಟ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 21A ಅಂತ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರು. We have inserted the article 21A to make right to education as a fundamental right up to the age of 14.
And also added in 51AJ, sir.
Yes. ಸೊ ಈ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇವಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ ರೆಮಿಡೀಸ್, ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ 32. ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್. ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ ರೆಮಿಡೀಸ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದು? ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ ರೆಮಿಡೀಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೇಸ್?
ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳಿಗೆ ಚ್ಯುತಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದ ಮೊರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ.
ಯಾವ ಮೂಲಕ ಹೆಂಗೆ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತು? ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಟ್? ಅದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಈಗ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.